Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Del Priore back with another video. Today, I bring to you the single most important video that I have ever made. Listen guys, wealth is important, happiness is important. There's a ton of pillars to your life that you may want to build upon. As you know, on this channel right here, I give you guys basically everything that I know because I don't really know much, but I give you what I know. So I tell you about how I built my multi-million-dollar marketing agency. I share insights onto what goes on in my mind day to day. That's everything that I do. However, what you guys need to know is that to produce a personal brand like this, to build a multi-million-dollar business, to be in this fucking fine physical shape, in all seriousness, I look decent at best, but to be healthy, there's a lot of things that go into it, right? So today's video, like I said, is the most important video that I've ever made. Today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I stay extremely healthy as an entrepreneur. Guys, when you work remote, when you have a laptop and you build your business behind a screen, you're living a more sedentary lifestyle than most people. Most people are not moving enough. We want to make sure that we're doing all the necessary things that we possibly can so that our brains function in a way that is sharp, okay? So that our energy levels are nice and high. We want to make sure that we're doing things to optimize our health as business owners, because if you don't do these things, you're not gonna feel as good as you should, okay? And outside of that, what I want you guys to understand is a big piece of what I'm about to talk to you about is also disease prevention. You might be watching this video and you're like, Luke, this is boring, I don't give a fuck about this, I'm healthy. I don't give a shit. You're gonna watch this video because this video, like I said, is the most important one I've ever made. I'm going to be giving you actual tactical things that you can do to increase your health hundreds of percents, not even in a way that you can measure, okay? You have to do these things. These are absolute non-negotiables. So tune in. I'm gonna walk you guys through the various things that I do day to day for my health. This is how I stay healthy as an entrepreneur. This is my routine. Number one, sleep. This is my bedroom. If you have anger issues like myself, this happens. Dario, were you there the day that happened?
Of course I was. How could I not be there?
It could have been his fucking head. He's lucky it's the door and not his skull. Now get out of the fucking shot. Anyhow, basically, this is my bed, okay? Now, normally your mother's in here, but when she's not, I'm sleeping in here by myself, okay? Now, when I do sleep in here, I try to get 8 hours of sleep a night, okay? My levels of productivity on 5 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep versus 8 hours of sleep in the hours that I work are drastically different. I want to give you guys this analogy in all seriousness, okay? Let's say I choose to work 12 hours in a day on 8 hours of sleep, and my units of energy are higher because I slept 8 hours, and you choose to work the same amount of hours on 5 hours of sleep, I'm going to outdo you. Even if you say, you know what? No, I'm gonna sleep 2 less hours than you do, and I'm gonna work 2 extra hours. The output that you can get out of those hours that you work is not gonna be as good as my optimized 12 hours. It's all about doing things optimally. We all have 24 hours in a day, but a third of your life is spent asleep. So what I want you guys to start doing is having good sleep hygiene. What do I mean by that? When you come into your room, try to make sure that there's no electronics in there. I know it's hard, or at least at a minimum, put your phone into black and white mode so that when you're sleeping, you don't get a ton of blue light right before you go to sleep. You don't want to be awake. You don't want your hormones to be firing in a way that they shouldn't. You want a nice, healthy melatonin production going to sleep, and you want to have a good quality, deep sleep. So do your best to get to bed at a good time and carve out 8, 8.5, for some of you guys, maybe even 9 hours so that you can rest, so you can wake up, work optimally, and function. Your body heals when you sleep. Your body regenerates when you sleep. Sleep reverses disease. Guys, the benefits go on and on and on. Need I say no more? So you need to be sleeping enough. That is first and foremost. The second thing that I do has to do with this right here. You see me taking some fucking steps. You see me walking around. Every single day at a minimum, I try to get 10,000 steps a day in. The Heart Association and a bunch of other private studies have basically done research. My videographer just sneezed because he's a dirty fucking bitch. There's been a bunch of studies done on people that are sedentary and a bunch of studies done on people that walk a lot. The people that walk a lot have a lower overall mortality rate of all causes, okay? What I'm saying is you're reducing the risk that you die of any comorbidity, any disease. People that walk also keep lower levels of body fat and higher levels of lean muscle tissue. So what I'm saying is walking is going to help you preserve the muscle that's on your frame and shed some of the fat. So what I do to get my steps in, because I work from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. pretty much every day, is I wake up before work. I set my alarm for 7:30 and I go outside by 7:45. So I'll brush my teeth, hop in the shower, do whatever I need to do. And I will go walk for 45 minutes to an hour in a fasted state. The benefits of fasted cardio are infinite. You guys can do your own research on the benefits there. Your body is going to respond better to the nutrients that you eat. You're gonna assimilate more of your nutrients. Like I said, there's a ton of benefits, but what I will do is I will go walk fasted. Then when I come inside, my day will start. Because I know I'm gonna be sitting down probably at my desk for the majority of the day. I need to start my day with that walking, that activity, primes my metabolism, keeps my body in a good, healthy state. That's what you want to be doing. You need to get your steps in. If you're not moving enough and if you're sedentary, if you don't use it, you lose it, okay? To me, that's a non-negotiable, okay? So getting good sleep, that's something that is an absolute non-negotiable. Number two, doing my fasted cardio, getting enough steps in, that is an absolute non-negotiable. To parlay that, lifting weights. Guys, the benefits for your mental health, the benefits for your physical health of having more lean muscle mass on your frame, the disease prevention that you get from lifting weights, the benefits go on and on and on and on. There is massive benefits to lifting weights. So what I do at least 4 times a week is I lift weights. For me, the split that works for me is a full body training split. I focus on compound lifts. I'll do lifts like incline bench press. I'll do bent over rows. I'll do squats. I'll do shoulder press. I'll do any good compound movements 4 times a week, trying to target my chest, shoulders, back, legs, etc., etc. The point is, I'm lifting weights. I'm keeping the thing that I want to use moving, because again, if you don't use it, you lose it, and I don't want to lose it. Weightlifting for me is where I clear my mind. That's where I get into a zone. That's where I'm in a state of zen when I'm in the gym. I can focus. I think sharper after I work out. So my routine typically looks like this. I wake up, brush my teeth. I do my fasted cardio in the morning. Then I'll come here, I'll work the whole day. After work, I'll lift weights. And then I'll kind of chill for the rest of the night and prepare for the next day. Number 4, another thing that you should be doing for your health every single day, this is for your brain, okay? This is not actually for your body as much as it is for your brain. Right now, I'm in the middle of reading a book called Infectious Madness. Solid book. Basically, this book is just showing how the environments and the toxins and the pollutants that are in our world and in our society are keeping us sick. It also shows a lot of the underlying reasons behind a lot of the health issues that people have, whether it's obesity or high blood pressure, the list goes on and on and on. People deal with a ton of health issues. This book has been absolutely eye-opening for me. And like I said, as a health-focused entrepreneur, someone that cherishes my health and really values it, this book is aligned with a lot of the beliefs and principles that I have. So I love this book. Guys, at least 5 pages a day. If you don't read it all, don't say, I'm gonna start reading 30 minutes a day, because you're not gonna stick to it. But you could stick to 5 pages. So worst comes to worst, what you should start doing to build the habit is before you go to bed, leave your fucking phone out of your bedroom, pick up a book and read 5 pages of a book before you go to bed. And then in the morning, read 5 more pages. You're committing to like 10 minutes of work. So it's 10 minutes at night, 10 minutes in the morning. What do you know? You just started reading 20 minutes a day. You just picked up a positive habit for your life. The amount of information that is in books are wealths of knowledge. There's a lot of guys online that say you need to read to be successful. Although I don't think that that's true, I think that books have a ton of quality information that will help you grow as a person. So I would say reading needs to be in every entrepreneur's routine at some point. That should be in every person's routine, even if you're not a fucking entrepreneur. Now, one thing you guys will notice is as I go through my list, you're not gonna see anything that's fatty. You're not gonna see a cold plunge. You're not gonna see anything that you guys can't do. This needs to be something that you can stick to and that you can sustain if you're on the road. Now, another thing that I would do if I was you guys to take care of my health, what I did was I invested into my own water filtration system, because the water that most of you guys drink that is given to you by your state or your town is shit. It's filled with lead and pollutants and garbage that you should not be intaking. Your body doesn't do well with heavy metals and toxins. The body doesn't want those things in it. So if the quality of your drinking water is of a higher quality, and if you have something that's filtering out and stripping out a lot of the shitty things that would otherwise be in that water, that's gonna be a better case scenario. The body is comprised primarily of water. So obviously throughout the day, stay hydrated, but stay hydrated with good water. If you're drinking plastic all day, probably not gonna be an ideal scenario. Do I drink plastic? Yes. Do I drink it all the time? No. I prefer to get something that's higher quality out of something like this. A filtration system that you guys can look into is called the Berkey water filter, B-E-R-K-E-Y. I'm actually having one delivered right now. It has big charcoal tubes and filters that strip, like I said, any of the garbage out of the water. You could literally put dyed water through the top of the filter and clean water will come out the bottom. It's insane. So monitor the quality of the water that you're intaking. Your body is 60 to 70% water, not 60 to 70% water with plastic in it. Another thing that I do for my health, and this will be the final thing for this video because I want these to all be things that you guys can do, is I supplement. I heavily believe in supplementing specifically for your gut. Guys, your stomach is your second brain. Your stomach is where most diseases originate. Now, your supplement stack doesn't need to look as advanced or as crazy as mine does, but I take gut health supplements, okay? Mind you, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, but what I do is I take a good quality probiotic every single day. I take a really good high quality whole food based multivitamin every single day. I take vitamin D, I take vitamin A, I take vitamin E, I take vitamin K, I take beef organ complex, I take mushroom, I take flax oil, I take fish oil, I take a bunch of different supplements. Why do I do these things? Because guys, there is very obvious benefits and there is studies that back the proof of concept of the supplements that I take. And I feel better when I take them. And that's a mix of the placebo effect and what they're actually doing for my body. So guys, what should you do? What supplements should I take? Which one should I not take? The very basics that you guys should all take is a multivitamin, fish oil, and probably a vitamin D supplement because most of us are deficient. And then outside of that, what I would suggest everyone does that's watching this video is go get a standard blood test done. Test your magnesium, zinc, copper, iodine, test all the minerals and vitamins that your body needs to function as a whole and see what you're deficient in. Because guess what? If you suffer from brain fog, lack of memory, digestive issues, bloating, reflux, things that are uncomfortable that you don't want. If you do a vitamin and mineral analysis, you'll very quickly see, oh, I'm low on this vitamin, low on this mineral, low on this vitamin, low on this mineral. You correct the deficiencies and the body starts functioning how it needs to function. I truly believe there's a place for everybody to be supplementing, unless your health is so good and you eat such a good clean diet that you don't need to, and you eat all the healthy fats and you eat all the vitamins and minerals that your body needs, then great. A lot of the things that I do are centrally around prevention and disease prevention. You want to stay optimal and you want to prevent negative health issues from popping up. So those are the things that I focus on. And guys, those are basically all the things that I do for my health on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, I try to take care of my skin and little things here and there, but those are the macros: getting good sleep, getting enough steps in a day, lifting weights, making sure that I'm reading every day, drinking good quality water, taking vitamins. Those are things that you should be investing into. I am one of the people that you'll see, yes, investing into learning how to making more money is very important. You can't do a lot of the things that I do without money, but health is the #1 asset that you have in this world. Without your health, you have nothing. It is one of the indispensable things that to live a good life, you need. If your body is breaking down, it's hard to enjoy your experiences. It's hard to be present. It's hard to focus. It's hard to have energy. You can't do any of that shit if you do not have good health. So guys, take care of yourself, implement those tips that I gave you today, and I promise you're gonna walk around feeling a little bit better, fitting into your shirts a little bit better, thinking a little bit clearer on your Zoom meetings. So guys, if you like that video, if you want more of the raw content showing you things that I actually do day to day, so you kind of have an idea of the things that I do as an entrepreneur to keep me in check, then let me know in the comments. If you didn't like the video, if you liked it, you let me know. I hope that one helped, guys. Don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe for more content. I'll see you in the next one. Now go work.